Welcome to an express tutorial for Workshop software. We're going to be talking about company profile and settings to get you started when you're new to Workshop software. To find your company profile, select the profile icon and then company profile. All this information except the grayed out boxes will be present on invoices. So fill in all of your business's information and then your email. When you verify your email, all emails you send from Workshop software will appear there coming from your address. It will also be the return email if somebody presses reply on any of the information or invoices that's sent from us. You can also see all of your subscription information on the second tab. Now, if we head over to settings and then company settings, this is also going to be essential for getting you started. Add in any information that's going to be relevant for you, such as your business number or tax number. Select your time zone and turn on two-factor authentication for added security. You'll need to have a labor line inputted into this field here for the booking diary to work. If there's no labor line in here, your booking diary will not allow you to create bookings. Then select the vehicle groups you work on. Remove any vehicle group you don't work on and add more by selecting the drop-down. If you perform any type of servicing or work in regular intervals and would like to remind your customer, set however many months you'd like those reminders to be in here. So for example, a mechanical workshop may send 6-month reminders for service. Then select your default method of communication to your customers for those reminders. If you have many vehicle groups, I recommend turning on advanced vehicle fields. If you work with vehicles with fleet codes, you can turn on this toggle to have that added field added to the vehicle page. Add your shop opening and shop close time, and turn on description to job status comment. I don't recommend turning on show all shop for month if you have multiple mechanics or technicians. You can turn this on if you don't assign jobs to individual mechanics, or if you're only a one-person shop. Customize your tax settings over here. In countries like Australia, I recommend most workshops to have these settings as I've set them up. In countries outside of Australia, you may find that you need to enter your prices excluding tax more often, so you can turn that off here. If you work a lot with cash and need our system to round the total for you, turn on round total. If you're in the US or some other select countries, instead of a sales tax field, you'll have an extra toggle to have multiple tax options. You can then select those tax options underneath the new section that would appear here called tax groups. Under invoice settings, you can customize the way your invoice PDF will appear. If you have a logo, I recommend leaving it on default black and white. Select how your customers primarily pay. And if you're going to be using the bundles feature, select if you'd like the individual lines to be shown or even shown plus their pricing on the PDF. You can then choose to hide part numbers and labor quantity. But for everybody, I recommend having invoice number equals job card number, barcode on job card, and hours worked field. If you have long notes on most of your invoices, turn on prevent split notes on invoice so that we'll push the notes to the next page so they're not split halfway. If you work in a location such as New South Wales, Australia, or in New Zealand, ask for due dates on process invoice may be helpful because whenever you press process on an invoice, a pop-up will appear asking you to enter the registration due date or the warrant of fitness due date so that we can send reminders out automatically for you. If you don't turn this on, you can simply click on the vehicle's registration number to view the vehicle's profile while on an invoice to manually enter those dates. Under company lists, customize the templates you have for your invoice notes and job card notes. Customize your email templates and SMS templates, such as vehicle collection. Add any payment methods that we don't already have here. And if you're going to be using the product groups feature, customize the product groups here by adding more or deleting existing ones. The messages page is vital for setting up your PDFs that you send out, as this is where you customize the footer. If you get bank transfers for payments, add your bank details here. If you require customers to sign job cards to approve your work, add your business name here. The next section down is email messages. So when we send your PDF invoice, what's the email going to say that has that PDF attached? And you can customize that here. And the same goes for all the other types of documents that you can send out from here. If you're going to be using the public booking link where customers can make booking requests through a unique URL, add your template there. And if you're using our loan car system, add your terms and conditions here. If you're using our reminder system, turn on the whole reminder system by pressing this toggle. You then get to choose which reminders are turned on with this secondary toggle. Make sure you add in how many days before a service, warrant of fitness, or registration is due here for the customer to receive that reminder, and how many days before a booking is coming up for the reminder to be sent out for that. One thing to note is you have to have both email and SMS message templates filled in, even if you're only going to be using one form of them. They both have to have something in them. You can then use these placeholders underneath for our system to automatically fill them when they're being sent out to your customers. For example, where it says hi, %customer full name, underneath here it's telling me the full name of the customer will be put in that location. Once this is set up, make sure you press save. The schedule page is the last important one that we're going to be talking about today for getting started. This is where you can update your roster to make sure all availabilities are accurately recorded in here. This will prevent any overbookings in the diary. You can simply click on a day to make it unavailable or remove someone's shift, or press the star to add public holidays or give someone leave. We're next going to talk about admin settings. Add your mechanics or technicians to the top option. Add in their information and their schedule to each day of the week. This cost field is used when they clock on and off using the app, or if you manually clock them on and off on the computer, so that we can accurately calculate the costing to your business. Service advisors can be added here. These are going to be essential if you're using the inspections tools. So if you're going to be using the inspections checklists in workshop software, you have to have one. It can be an individual or just your workshop's name. Then over here, you can choose all of your logins and your users. Users at the top is for computers and browsers. These are paid, and when you press plus, it will show you how much they are each. Mobile users are complimentary, and you can create as many as you'd like. Make sure you customize their settings with these extra options you have when creating the mobile user. Lastly, we have integrations. Automotive integrations will allow you to import products live as you go, or connect with your customers to a greater level. Or one of my favorites is registration lookup, where you can simply add in someone's license plate number and press search to be able to import the rest of the vehicle's information. Or in the US, you can also choose to use the VIN instead of the license plate, and this will be called Carfax in the US. We then have accounting integrations. I recommend getting one of our team members to set this up with you, or if you need to integrate this without one of us, watch our video about how to integrate with an accounting software, because if something is integrated incorrectly, it may cause errors that cannot be undone, and you'll have to manually delete duplicates, for example. We then have marketing integrations such as MailChimp and POS integrations. Most importantly, Workshop Pay, which is in Australia, which has just launched and will be launching in other countries later in 2025, which allows you to have a payment terminal linked to our system for it to automatically trigger that value, charge surcharges onto customers, and then bring that surcharge back into Workshop software, as well as update your accounting software for you. Those are all the settings that you'll need to know about to get started. For more information, check out the longer video about settings and profile.